Serious, what's the scariest sound you've ever heard? I was at a decently large casino. Very busy inside and pretty loud music with their speakers going on and a lot of other people talking and yelling. Now I was directly in the middle of a casino, but I could hear outside the walls what sounded like somebody was revving their truck engine like some douche, which is crazy because there's no way that I should be able to hear that from where I was located. Then all of a sudden the entire building started shaking back and forth. Turned out that revving noise was a tornado and it hit the building. Luckily it was a small tornado, but it was random and the weather stations didn't send out warning signals until after it was already on the ground. Hearing my 7-year-old scream/wailing from their room at 2 a.m. That eerie sound of fear and despair and hopelessness calling for someone to stop whatever is going on. Hearing it come closer and closer before you can even get out of the covers to check on them. Fortunately, it turned out their hand had fallen asleep and they thought it was a dead hand stuck in the pajamas. Stopped screaming as we were yelling, "What? What? Oh, it's just my hand." Still the scariest sound I have ever heard. I have nightmares about it sometimes. When I was a kid, I was staying home alone and I heard the dog door open and close a few times from the hallway. I looked around to see all of our animals within visual range of me. And someone would have to open the door to get into the garage to get to our dog door. So probably no wild or neighbor's animals. I grabbed a Swiss Army knife and started to stalk my house ready to stab a burglar. We lived in a somewhat nice residential area. But we were on the handful of streets that were very noticeably outside the gated part of the community. As if someone was saying, here's where the rich people lives. And here are the houses you're allowed to rob. Houses got burglarized on my street at least once a year. Why can't we just enjoy stuff without diving too deep into the politics of it? It's an inherently political film. You can enjoy pretty much anything if you don't go online to look up what others think about it. Others will probably go deeper than you. I always wonder how many people do simply enjoy things before someone tells them it's secretly political message and quote. Spoiler, the bad guy is also a white dude who appropriates the local culture, body. I don't see anyone rushing to complain about that part. So a film about aliens is racist? Wow. People are stupid. And unfortunately they have a platform to voice their stupidity. Movie reviewers online are a cesspit. They are all so negative as it gets more engagement and ends up with more clicks/ad revenue. This is especially true for hating on things like She-Hulk and the new Star Wars. Not saying they are perfect, but there is a lot of money in making the female protagonist look stupid in a thumbnail and getting arguments on the comments. Because somewhere between 2012 and 2016 politics broke the country into two sides. And everything became infused with choosing a team instead of independent thought. Because Hollywood is inserting politics into all these movies lately, and if you don't realize it you'll be subtly brainwashed without realizing it. Why is too deep a bad thing though? Like what I personally don't get is why critical analysis of type, regardless of if one agrees or not, is considered too deep and quote. Opinions are often political. People have opinions, they are political. People make things, the things they make are political. You can do both. It's fun to enjoy a movie on a popcorn level and it's fun to break it down academically. It's also important to at least have some awareness of the politics that exists within the media you enjoy. All art reflects the artist and the culture of that artist. What's one American food you just can't stand? Kinda hard to say without having tried out, but from the looks I'd say American cereal brands really don't inspire me trust. As an American, Jell-O salad is the spawn of Satan and anyone who swears by it needs to live in a double-wide trailer on the buckle of the Bible Belt. Almost all of the snack cakes. Dry, often tasteless sponge. With gritty, overly sweet fillings. Then finished with a waxy chocolate-flavored coating. Liver mush. It's regionally exclusive to North Carolina. It's basically meatloaf but made out of pig liver and parts of pig head. It's the most disgusting thing imaginable. I'm American and agree with most of the answers here. We have disgusting junk food. American cheese 100%. Edit, let me clarify. I meant that square piece of cheese that comes in transparent packaging. Sweet potato casserole. Why anyone likes sweet potatoes with marshmallows is a mystery to me. As a Brit I thought I would give Twinkies a try as the cops in every 80s action film seem to love them. Turned out to be a greasy tube of sponge filled with shaving foam. Fucking peanut butter and jelly. In the same goddamn jar. I like them both but put it together in a jar and it tastes like an abortion. Carnival food. It's too decadent. Too sweet. Too salty. Too rich. Too greasy. Just too much. I feel like shit whenever I have it. Average Thanksgiving turkey. Please stop making dry-ass turkey. Either spent a whole fucking week marinating that bitch or make a pork butt instead. As a Brit who lives in Australia, most chocolate. But especially Hershey's Kisses. The chocolate tastes so oily and sweet and gives me such a bad stomachache. Other confectionery is overly sweet too. Like Twinkies. It all tastes so fake. They not have any holiday plans at all? It is so freaking cold I'm not going anywhere till next Wednesday. Same boat. No plans but catching up on schoolwork. I even still have my Halloween decorations up from 2 years ago. Maybe next holiday. Mine is really simple and will just be another day but with Christmas dinner. Still with my family who I live with anyway and very simple. I haven't even bought anything for Christmas and it is a couple of days away and the thing is I'm really not worried or bothered. I feel positive and just glad of the break. I haven't celebrated Christmas or any other holiday in decades. Being dirt poor makes those things irrelevant. At least for me. I know there's lots of people who register with charities to get Christmas hampers, so I don't mean that poverty means you don't bother with Christmas. I probably wouldn't even if I won the lottery tomorrow. I'm not a Grinch or Scrooge. I just have no need to fuss over the holidays.